What is up? Today, I'm gonna show you how to repair the body on any car. Now what I have here is pretty much this, well this is the car I picked up. I just picked this up and it's good. It's got some good shape. It's got like some minor scratches, you know. You can see that, a little dingaroo. And inside, well, I just cleaned it. Well, that white stuff is salt stains, but I just cleaned it with a good vacuum. I put this door handle on because that was broken, but it cleans up pretty good. And it's a pretty big cedar. So it's got all this. Now the only thing wrong with it is it's got some rust. And I'm gonna show you how to fix that rust. Now I got it already jacked up. Right there. It's jacked up on the we call that a support beam. So I'm gonna show you what we need to fix. Everything's good until you come right here. Now I don't know if this was somebody redid it or what, but that's got to come off. So we're gonna have to take this, like, flake it off. Now you don't want to you want to make sure that you don't flake off too much, because if you flake off too much, then you're gonna have a bigger problem repairing this stuff. Now that's probably, I'd say that's probably where you want it to be, is just right there. And make sure you get your thumb in there. Don't cut your thumb or anything. But they also put like some undercoating on here, turning my fingers black. So what I'm gonna and then everything else, that's not a hole. That's just a body plug. So I'm gonna show you guys how to fix it real cheap, real easy, and inexpensive. So a couple of the things that I got here that I'm gonna show you is I got this body filler. I paid $12.50 for it, and that's for 1 pound. Then I got this. This is the 32S color match. It should match. And that was 20 bucks. And then you're gonna need this. This is what we're gonna use to fill the hole. This is actually an aluminum tape that you would get for like your heater, and yeah, you get it for your heater and for your dryer and stuff like that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this on. I'll show you how. So yeah, I got a little piece coming off here. So I'm just gonna take that off without using my hands, because I don't want to cut my hands up. And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, oh my gosh, I'm making a big deal out of this, trying to make it look really bad. But no, I'm not. You gotta make it look a little bad before it gets worse. Or better? Yeah, before it gets better. So that's what I'm gonna do. Right now I'm just hammering it in so that it looks a little good. I got this rag because I'm wiping off some of like the excess undercoating, because I don't want the body fill to like flake off like it did. So I'm not going crazy, and I don't want to risk putting like a cleaner on it. So I'm just wiping it off, the bulk of it. That's all I'm doing. So now we got a lot of rust here, and there's a lot of rust there. And now I'm gonna take this tape. This is what we use this is like, this is equivalent to, if you cut that out and weld in new metal, that's what this is equivalent to, is welding in new metal. But it's cheaper. And this stuff doesn't rust, because it's like a tinfoil tape, whatever you call it, type of deal. So for what we're trying to accomplish here, that's perfect. So now, been lying on the floor. I got that all done. That was quick, it was fast, and it was easy. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna mix up some filler, put it on top of this. And that's not going anywhere, seriously. So now, I've got my handy dandy mixing spatula. I'm gonna show you to properly mix auto body filler to the proper ratio. So you wanna make sure the first thing you see is that. It's gonna be like a milky, creamy, whatever. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna rip off a piece of this box. Now this box is actually my mixing board. You always wanna mix on cardboard. You never wanna mix on like plastic or anything like that. So now, I got like my spoon. I'll call it my spoon. That's what we're gonna use it as. So I made this. That's good enough. Now I'm gonna scoop this out right on to the panel. Now I mean, if your hole is bigger, you might need a little bit more, but for my hole, I'm not gonna need anything bigger than this. This is called cream hardener. All the tubes that you get are gonna look just like this. Now what I do is I'll squirt it just a little bit to get the air out of the hardener. See what bubbling up, then put the cap back on, and I'll do this. Because what this does is it works the water in with the hardener. And you just keep doing that. Now I got a good consistency. So what I'm gonna do now is mix the proper ratio. The proper ratio is one line. See how it's still watery? That's not good. That's the proper mixing ratio. If it's more gray, that's not good. So this is how you want to mix it up. You do a circle pattern, then you do a scrape pattern, and then you do the circle pattern again. Just make sure that there's no gray and it's all red. Or if your hardener happens to be like blue, like the other hardener I got, more blue than gray. So this is the key with this is ready to go on. You gotta do it fast, because I put a little bit more hardener than I should, which isn't good. So you want to just plop it on there a little bit. Put the board underneath so that it doesn't go onto your garage floor. Like it's, see it dropping now. And then the whole key with this is you don't want to pat it to death. You want to just get a nice tight application, but don't pat it to death. And I got the cardboard right underneath, so anything that falls, it's going right on the cardboard. It's just like if you guys bake cakes, cookies, snacks, anything like that, that's exactly how we're doing it. You just want to spread the icing like a lamb spread. And the more you put on, the more you're gonna have to take off with the friggin' sander. So you don't want to do that. And that's about it, guys. What you do there, if it was any better, what you would do there, you would just make it run a little bit harder. But this is a great consistency. Now I got the same hole on the other side. I'm not gonna show you about the other side because we're just gonna focus on this side. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna wait till this is nice and hard and dries, and then I'll show you what we'll do next. This is nice and hard, and as you can see, I look different because we let this cure overnight because it just didn't get hard right away. So I got my sander with 2000 grit sandpaper, and I'm gonna wear this because you don't want to get particles in your mouth.
Shouldn't I have one of those?
Yeah, one sec. I'm gonna get Trish one too because she's cameraing. So yeah, I got Trish one, and we're good to go now. I'm gonna put it on, and we're gonna start sanding this right now. want to do. I got all of it sanded good enough to where I want it, to up to my own personal standards, I guess you could say. Now, I'm wiping it off. If you look at that, it's good enough. There's a little bit of bumps here, but all you gotta do for that is redo it and then sand it. But I'm just trying to do it quick, so we're not doing that. This is the final stage, and the car is lifted up. When it's sitting down, you're not gonna see much. So next is to mask it off, and make sure you mask it off here, because we just want to spray paint the panel. If you spray the door too, it'll look like it was a fixed job. So I'm gonna get that masked up and I'll show you how. I'm just covering up the wheel because I might get some overspray on the wheel. The best way to cover up your wheel is with a trash bag. That's what I found works. And then if you want to reuse it, just turn the trash bag inside out and put it in your trash and use it. So I got some frog tape that I got from when we redid the bathroom. So we got that. So I'm just gonna do this real quick and we'll be ready to paint. After hours of long hard work and perseverance, I finally got it all masked off, and that's how you professionally mask off where you're gonna paint. Now, like I said, we're just painting the panel. We're not painting the door. We're not painting the neighbor's cat here. We're simply painting the affected area. Then you do this one too. Like this, and then like that. And like that, and then now you're ready. Now you just want to dust it. With this, I can't stress enough, don't put on a lot. And if you guys are wondering if you should put on primer and stuff like that, you should not put on primer. The reason why you shouldn't put on primer is because primer will make your paint look incredibly flat looking. It kind of like sucks up all the clear and stuff like that. Now I'm just gonna let that, I guess you could say, marinate. But it looks pretty dang good. I mean, for what it is. This is a good like scratch remover or anything. But don't put, I can't stress this enough for you guys not to put it on anywheres. Don't spray it everywhere, it's just affected areas. So we're gonna let that dry and we're gonna see like what it comes to. Alright, so it's dried. It's still the same day. Whoa, don't worry about it being the next day. And now, check it out. Yeah. Looks good, eh? Looks good, eh? I mean, down below, not so good, but we're not trying to get that. I'll show you from up top. Look, that looks pretty dang on good. For what it is, it looks pretty good. Now guys, don't, if you want to do it better, just take more time, apply more filler till it's as flat as you want it. I know what I was aiming for, and this look will be a better look than the people that spray those black any day. I can't stand people that spray those black. So tomorrow, it's dark out, and I had a little bit up here. You can still see right here, but that was bubbles, and I didn't even take those out. And there, I did that side too. So I did a lot of body work to this car. Whatever, not a big deal. It had to be done, and yeah, so I'll do that. If you guys want to check out the next video, it'll be up when I put it up. Thank you guys for watching. this helped you guys. If I did something wrong, if you want to tell me, but please, if you're gonna tell me, please have at least have done a car before. I've been getting people like talking to me about the stuff I've been doing and telling me how to do it and stuff, and they're not even old enough to drive. So if you're gonna tell me, make sure you can drive. And that's it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.